Yes, these are pandemic classes which will help us learn and become informed. Pandemic classes, we are living in the very interesting times that need us to learn. Then I call these pandemic classes whereby you face it face to face. Not what you like to hear, but what you fear to hear is what you need to hear. It will not be business as usual. We must learn to adapt to the new way of living life. What is clear is that in every class we have three types of student. One is fast learner, two is slow learner, three is non-learner. Very interesting. Someone said there are three types of people: those who make it happen, those who see it happen, and then those who will ask what happened. Fast learners are the people who make it happen. Slow learners are the people who see it happen. And finally, non-learners are the people who will ask what happened. Lessons from the trees. The best lesson from the tree is one of the plant under the sun. We have two types of trees: deciduous trees and evergreen trees. What do you mean by evergreen trees? They are trees which are green through the season, be it winter or summer. In season and out of season, they'll always be green. Their leaves are thin or needle-like shape. Types like cypress, bluecum, cedar, etc. Deciduous trees. There are types of trees which shed their leaves during winter and summer. These are trees which are found in the tropical and subtropical northern hemisphere. Types of trees: we have ash, we have cherry, we have elm, we have oak, we have summer, we have acacia, we have baobab, we have robble, we have ceiba. So these are the types of trees which shed their leaves. Pandemic classes in the deciduous trees. Our focus is in the deciduous trees. Now, which are these trees? Deciduous trees shed their leaves because of the following reason. One, reserve water. Water is a necessity for any plant or any animal. So water will help in transportation of nutrients from one point to the other, from the roots to the leaves, and from the leaves to the roots. Number two is preserve energy. Energy is required for the production of different nutrients in a plant. So for a plant to go through photosynthesis, chlorophyll requires sun, leaves require carbon dioxide. When they make use of carbon dioxide, they release oxygen, which is useful for lives. So trees have a very critical role in our lives. Now, why trees shed leaves is because of the condition it's facing, and there is a process called abscission. Abscission is a process whereby trees shed their leaves. Scissor is cutting off. It's an Hebrew word. When we are in this pandemic, we must learn that there are businesses which are shedding leaves. The evergreen ones will survive because they have their right strategy, whereas the deciduous trees have their strategy of shedding leaves so that they can survive the season, the dry season and the cold season. We must learn from the deciduous trees because every season brings new lessons and opportunities. In time of pandemic, we must learn this very critical lesson that there is a silver lining. There are good things that happen when we face what we are facing. It is good to face so that you come out very strong, very empowered, very alive, very positive. There are leaves which are shedding in our lives so that we can survive the pandemic. There are things we have been used to, but time comes when we need to change from our usual way of doing things and getting into another way of doing things. And this is the time of shedding leaves. May we become fast learners. Let us take lessons from trees and learn lessons of life. Very interesting is that trees have lessons. Plants have lessons that can teach us how to live life. Animals have lessons that can teach us how to live life. Let's be observant. Observe. Learn lessons by observing the nature. Period. If this pandemic ends without you learning anything, period, you will never learn. This pandemic ends without you helping anybody, period, you'll never get help. If this pandemic ends without you advice, period, you will never be advised. Let the leaves shed. You will enjoy new leaves for life. The greatest assignment. The assignment is good challenge for your life. Love your enemy. Do good to those who hate you. Bless those who curse you. Pray for those who misuse you. When we are facing this pandemic, these are the things that we are creating. We are creating enemies. We are creating others. We are creating people cursing us, misusing us. But remember this, love them. Do good to them. Bless them. Pray for them. When you do this greatest assignment, you become great. Great achievement. To be great achiever, you must do the following. Don't judge. You will not be judged. Don't condemn. You will not be condemned. Forgive. You will be forgiven. Give, and you will be given in great measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. If you want to be a great achiever, don't judge, don't condemn, forgive, give, and you will become a great achiever. For the same measure you use will be measured to you. For those who water will be watered. The greatest revelation. To be great, you must live in revelation generation. Good tree cannot bear bad fruit. Neither bad tree too cannot bear good fruit. Every tree is recognized by its fruit. So every tree that bears fruit is recognized by its fruits. If the tree is good, it will bear good fruits. If the tree is bad, it will bear bad fruits. A good man brings good things out of good stored up in their heart. For the mouth voice what the heart is full of. Very interesting. Jesus talked about it's not what get into your mouth, but it's what comes out of your mouth. Watch your tongue, watch your mouth, watch your heart. For out of the abundance of your heart, your mouth will speak. Thank you. Be informed, for information is power.